All right, Aquarius, this is your December 2020 love horoscope and tarot reading. I'm Ryan from Arrows of Love. We're going to pull some tarot and look at the Angels Oracle for the month of December. Before I get to that, though, this is a general reading for Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Take the messages that resonate with you, leave the rest. Don't get too hung up on genders. Assign genders as you will as it relates to your situation. I'm going to talk a little bit about what's happening in the sky because that's going to help inform the energies of the tarot. So Aquarius, you are kind of the cosmic winner over the next 20 years, and let me tell you why. Saturn and Jupiter have been sitting in your 12th house of Capricorn. Saturn's been there since December 2020, so that's been about 3 years, and Jupiter's been there for about a year. Saturn is the taskmaster, it is karma, it is time, it is the lord of the physical universe. This world belongs to Saturn, and Aquarius, Saturn is your co-ruler. In ancient times, before Neptune and Uranus were found, Saturn was the last visible planet to the naked eye for thousands of years. We didn't know they existed. You can't see Neptune, Pluto, and Uranus unless you have a telescope. So Saturn, in a sense, it's a very faint light in the sky. But if you look at it right now and take a look through, you can just walk outside, you can see Jupiter and Saturn very, very close to each other. They're I think maybe 2 or 3 degrees apart at this point. Saturn, the point is, Saturn's kind of the fainter star. It's a little bit higher up in the sky. It's known to be the dweller at the doorway. It's constantly watching the activities of Earth because it's the lord of karma. So at this point, it's sitting in your 12th house, and Jupiter and Saturn, the great malefic Saturn, the great benefic Jupiter, father and son energy, right? Saturn is Kronos in ancient mythology. He castrated his father Uranus and tried to eat all of his children, including Zeus, which is Jupiter in Greek mythology. So there's some father-son dynamics going on. But those two are conjoining in Capricorn and then moving into your sign, Aquarius, at 0 degrees on December 21st. That's the day of the winter solstice. That should not be underscored here. It's very important because that's the day the sun actually moves into Capricorn as well. And the days start getting longer and the nights start getting shorter. So that's kind of symbolic of coming into the light, so to speak. The two biggest planets for our solar system could also bring great economic prosperity. Some astrologers even say this is the beginning of the age of Aquarius. We've been sitting in the age of Pisces since basically 0 BC, time of Jesus Christ. Some believe that brought in the age of Pisces. Jesus was a fisherman. Pisces is the fish. Aquarius, you play a very important role in bringing into the next world here. So this could last another 2,100 years, so to speak. And this is the start of it. So 2 planets conjoining. It hasn't happened since like 1284, 1286. In Capricorn in that 12th house and now moving into your house. So this is your time. You are you're the innovator. You are the scientist. You think things out very differently. You're the humanitarian. You are the individual. You have to be detached a little bit from the rest of us so you can give back to the collective. This is collective energy. This is humanitarian energy. So how that relates to you in love and relationships? Well, Saturn and Jupiter in the 12th is not easy. That is karma. The 12th is said to be the joy of Saturn. Anything could happen in the 12th. karmic loops have to be completed in the 12th. You could have gone through kind of a rough time, I'm not going to lie. For the last couple of years, you're probably reworking relationships, identity, what you want in life. Anything could happen in that 12th house. And it's been sitting there for a while. So it's finally coming out. It's coming into you. So basically what I would say is this. You complete the karma in the 12th to be tested in the 1st. So it doesn't really end in a sense. However, it's going to be lighter, and Aquarius, you should be able to manage this because Saturn's your co-ruler and you're kind of used to this type of energy, which is responsibility, perseverance, determination, setting goals, all of those things you're very good at. So those are the really large energies happening. So big things happening for you, Aquarius. And now that, that those 12th house matters are finally coming to an end, you're going to see kind of a lightness start to come over you over the next couple of months. So it should be easier energy to deal with. Jupiter's the faster moving planet. Jupiter's going to separate from Saturn in a couple of months. So, we'll get the benefit of anything that Jupiter wants to bestow upon us. It is a great benefic planet. That was just bad shuffling, by the way. So we'll see that play out a little bit more toward February, March, when they finally separate from each other. But right now they're conjoined. All right, so personally, let's see here. The sun is in your 11th house of Sagittarius. You are the 11th house, by the way, Aquarius. So there's some connection here to what's happening with Jupiter. Jupiter rules Sagittarius. It's in its fall position in Capricorn, moving out of that fall position into Aquarius very soon on December 21st. You'll see a little bit lighter, and that will help out your sun in the 11th. So the sun is in the 11th house right now. That's groups, friendships, individuality, innovation, science, pandemic, vaccine, sound familiar, and hopes, wishes, and dreams. So now is the time to kind of wish upon a star. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw the star card come out in the Tarot. That is your card. That's Aquarius. So now is the time to start putting those intentions out into the universe. You want to manifest something, you want to manifest love, relationships, marriage, whatever it might be, now is that time. But the 11th is also about friends, a little bit of a detachment there too, in love, but it's, the eclipses, we're in eclipse season. So the first eclipse happened in Gemini. That was on November 30th. The total solar eclipse is going to be in Sagittarius. So that's on your 11th and 5th house axis. Like I just said, the 11th is group associations and friends. The 5th, which that was the lunar eclipse in Gemini, so there could have been some revelations in love, romance, children, investments, fun and games. 11th and 5, you could be wrestling whether or not, if you're seeing someone, whether or not to keep them in the friend zone. Do you take it to the next level with friendship? There could be some friends with benefits energy in here too. That's a very Aquarius thing. They love their friends with benefits because they have to remain detached in love. That's part of their own karma. So there's that energy in here too. I also like to look at Venus. Venus is the goddess of love and relationships. Venus is sitting in your 10th right now. The 10th isn't necessarily a love house. The 10th is career, your reputation in the public. But that doesn't mean that Venus can't bring love in that area. That's where you might want to look if you're looking for a relationship. But the Venus is sitting in Scorpio right now. Venus in Scorpio is at its detriment, so it can bring painful lessons in love. It can be tough love. There can be restrictions, delays. It can also bring in a new bedroom buddy. It can be passionate because it's in Scorpio, and Pluto rules Scorpio. So there could also be some obsession. possessiveness, jealousy. If you're experiencing any of that, that's Venus and Scorpio. But it's in your 10th house right now, so that's more about, you and the public. It could be that maybe you want to bring a relationship out into the public. That wouldn't be surprising, or maybe you're doing some self-identity, and that's Scorpio too. Scorpio at its highest vibration is the phoenix, so something about yourself has to die in order to be reborn in the phoenix. So that has to usually to do with self-identity of some type. So those themes are happening. You're feeling that Venus energy. Oh, let's see what else. Neptune and Uranus, those don't always relate to personal relationships. Those are bigger energies happening for all of us. But Venus did oppose Uranus and Taurus, and that can bring in foreign people, different people that you wouldn't necessarily go for. So people from different races, backgrounds, religion. It can be intoxicating, but just be warned that Uranus and Venus energy together usually doesn't last very long. So it's shock and awe, and then it's gone. So be aware of that. Neptune is sitting in your 2nd house right now of income, and it's not really a love house necessarily, but there could be some confusion with work, or Neptune was retrograde for the last couple of months, and that's usually when the rose-colored glasses come off. So you may have had some interesting things with money, the business you work for, the business you own. There might be some realities that COVID is just ravaging things right now. So there could be some harsh realities, but Neptune's moving forward again. So Neptune's kind of a nebulous, dreamy planet, and it can create a lot of confusion. So you're gonna have to use your intuition about these things. And Venus, sitting in Scorpio, was making a harmonious trining aspect to Neptune in Pisces, that's water energy, as of right now, today or tomorrow. So there could be some confusing things on that work front for you, and money. Not necessarily love stuff right now, but love is going to be coming in for you later on this year. So there's going to be opportunities there. Aquarius, I think you've been doing a lot more work on yourself and what you want and your hopes, wishes, and dreams, and how you kind of fit into the world and what's next. That's more of the energy that I'm getting, and completing karmic debts. So big gifts are coming. Saturn provides the biggest gifts when you do the work. So if you've made those tough decisions and you're realigning yourself with your highest purpose, you're going to be getting those gifts soon. It's coming. It's coming. All right, so we're going to pull 2 cards from the Angels Oracle, and then we're going to clarify with the Tarot. I've been shuffling for a while, so let's take a look and see what you got, Aquarius. Worth waiting for. What did I just say? Divine timing is at work in your love life. You got to wait. You got to complete that 12th house crap. It's hard stuff to go through, and Saturn in Capricorn in its home sign at 29, 28 degrees. Those are the last degrees of Capricorn. They're crusty AF. It is hard to get through. Those last degrees of every sign are points of maturity. So you're being tested. You're completing the karmic circle for it's about to move into your 1st house. That's you. So the wait is almost over. Let's see what else. Very soon. You got two very similar cards. Clearly decide what you want so it comes into you now. Great card. We just talked about the 11th house where the sun is located in Sagittarius. That's hopes, wishes, and dreams. Time to wish upon a star to bring in what you want, Aquarius. Okay. Good stuff. The wait is almost over. Whatever you're trying to manifest is coming your way. You have to be patient. Good things come to people that wait. So don't underestimate the power of the work that you've been doing. I have a good feeling about this. So let's pull some tarot and see how this is going to work out. Judgment. Here we go. Ace of Pentacles, new beginnings. Eight of Swords. Might not be sure which way to go just quite yet. That's okay. Aha! The Wheel of Fortune. Karma. This is the Karma card. Karma is it's turning. The Tower. Okay. Don't get worried about that. Queen of Wands. Okay. Interesting stuff, Aquarius. Let's start with the angels. Worth the wait and very soon. Okay. You've been doing some manifesting work. You've been cleaning things up in the personal life. You've been clearing out that karmic debt that is owed to you and to others. Time to cut the cord with whatever's not working, okay? That's the lesson with Jupiter and Saturn and Capricorn. Cut that out, which isn't working for you. It's funny, well, it's not funny. It's interesting. So you have Judgment and the Wheel right after your Oracle card. So these two, they kind of go hand in hand in a way, because Judgment is a final decision of some type. You're about to make a really big decision that's going to change your life. And the Wheel of Fortune is a fortunate card. But the Wheel is also, this is karma. So the Wheel can go one of two ways. It can move forward if you've done the work, like I just said, in that 12th house. The benefits come in. These are also the fixed signs at the corners here, right? Aquarius, you are a fixed sign. I believe you're the eagle on this one. Uranus, your ruler, rules the sky. It's the sky god. So the wheel is turning for you. Now, which way it's turning is up to you. I think I have to talk about the Tower. The Tower kind of freaks people out. These are endings. These are abrupt endings. I liken this to the eclipse energy that we talked about at the beginning of the video, sitting in Sagittarius and Gemini. Something's got to end in order for something to come in. I think this isn't necessarily karma coming in to strike you down. I think this is you letting something go. Maybe it's you creating this Tower moment so the wheel turns in the right direction. Especially with Judgment. I mean, this is big stuff, right? You got three major arcana, and I said you are the cosmic favorite coming up here. So if you do the work, if the universe took something out, you have to let this go. You have to let it go. It wasn't built on a solid foundation, right? That's the point. So the karmic wheels, the decision, whatever it is that created the Tower moment, Judgment's coming in. It's got archangel energy to this. And what's interesting is these eclipses, if you're familiar with the fixed stars, so beyond our solar system, the lunar eclipse that happened on November 30th, that's right on the Aldebaran and Antares. So Aldebaran is sitting at 9 degrees of Gemini, and Antares is sitting at 9 degrees of Sagittarius, and Aldebaran is associated with the Archangel Michael energy, and Antares is kind of that dark energy. It's Lucifer. It's that classic painting of Archangel Michael taking the sword to the serpent. So there is kind of a light and dark energy here, and that's kind of what this is representing here. Are you staying away from those dark forces to make sure the wheel turns in the right direction? And I think you are. Let's review. Let's take a look at what else is happening here, because by making the right judgment, you bring in a new cycle. The Ace of Pentacles is the new cycle. This is Saturn and Jupiter moving into Aquarius. It's a new economic cycle for you, Aquarius. It's massive. But you have to be on the right side, right? I want you to be the weirdo that you are, to be the innovator that you are, to have the hand reach out from the sky and offer you a new cycle and something new. Don't obsess about it. This is such an Aquarius card. Aquarius will sit there and think about it, obsess, until it finally comes to the right answer. But don't overthink it. The woman is blind in here because she's living in her mind. You got to live in the here and the now. That is what's going to bring you that new love, prosperity, the new chapter. You got to get out of your head, Aquarius. Okay, and then the last card here, which I think is really interesting, is the Queen of Wands. This is new passion. If you've done the work, and don't let genders trip you up. The Queen is passionate. The Queen knows what she wants. She goes for what she wants. And notice the black cat here. The black cat is symbolic of astrology, the tarot, the mystics. So there's an element here of the universe coming to your aid. It's kind of like the wheel that we just talked about here, right? It's not to be feared, it's to be harnessed. So if you're getting messages from the universe, if you're getting things in your dreams state, anything like that, pay attention to it, because it's coming to you hard and fast, because you're part of the new reality of where we're going. You're part of the Great Awakening, Aquarius. And this is what we need from you right now, is to harness your passion to create the new reality. Show us the way. You are the leader. If you've cleared the energy, you get the new love. You get the new life. Okay. Let's pull one more for the outcome. Here we go. It's the Eight of Pentacles. It's the man hard at work. You're taking a look at what you've done. You've put in a lot of hard work. Aquarius is always working. They're never stopping on their goals. You are the goal-oriented sign. You're always working on your goals. So you're about to reap the rewards of your work by harnessing the energy of the Wheel of Fortune, harnessing the energy of the eclipses, letting go of what's just not working to avoid the Tower moment. Tower moment may have already come with that Gemini eclipse over last weekend. Harnessing judgment. Judgment's not a bad thing. Judgment brings us to that next level. Whatever is just not working, you just got to let it go to bring in that next cycle. But you got to get out of your head. You got to get out of your head. Be the queen. Harness this queen energy. That's what you've been working for so long. And the benefits are coming to you. The benefits are absolutely coming to you. Give it till about December 21st. You're going to feel different in January, February. Things are going to change dramatically. And you'll be ready. You are working hard at it. You see the outcome of your hard work, Aquarius. I hope you found this interesting and helpful. If you're looking for a private reading, my email is in the description box below. Until next time, take care.